Hello friends, today we will discuss parts of speech, especially pronouns. In previous videos we have discussed noun, adjective and article. So today we will discuss pronouns in the sentence. So what are actually pronouns? These are the words that are used instead of noun. They are used in order to avoid a repetition of noun. So for example, for example, I told Nick that the snake which you saw in the garden would do him no harm if he let it go its own way. Now, in this example, in this sentence, I is used for the speaker, you is for the person to whom the speaker is speaking. Him and he are used for Nick, and which, it, and its on for the snake. So all these words are pronouns. I, you, he, it, its own. They are all referred as pronouns because they are used instead of a noun. Okay, let's consider another example. Studying English is a pleasure for him, but that is boring for me. Now, in the sentence, that refers to pronouns, some action studying English, and hence it is a pronoun. Now, just see a sentence, and if we see that how the if we avoid the use of pronouns in the sentence, how it badly impacts our sentence structure. Not the sentence structure, but it's the beauty of the sentence. Tom works very hard. All teachers like Tom. Tom father is a doctor. Tom father teaches Nick daily. Now, in this whole sentence, we can see that Tom is used again and again. It has impact the sentence style. So that's why we use pronouns in order to avoid this repetition, and so the sentence doesn't look strange to the people, and it adds beauty to the sentence. Okay, so let's discuss about the kinds of pronoun. First one is a personal pronoun. Now, I, we, you, he, she, it, all of them are referred as personal pronouns. They are personal. Now, we categorize these personal pronouns into first person pronouns, second person, and third person pronouns. I and we are mostly called, they are the first person pronoun, means the speaker himself. I and we are first person pronoun. Whom the speaker is talking to, that is you, is referred as second person pronoun. And whom the speaker is talking about, like he, she, it, or they are all referred as third person pronoun. Now, there are forms of personal pronouns. These forms are mostly referred in nominative, um, possessive, and accusative case. For example, in case of first person pronoun, we have a nominative case and singular I, but its plural is we. We have a possessive case in first person pronoun my or mine, but it is singular. Its plural is our and ours. Now we have accusative case of me, and its singular, accusative case singular me, and its accusative case plural is us. Now, in case of second person pronoun, if we refer to nominative case, we have same singular and plurals. We don't categorize them in this way. So nominative case is you, possessive case is your and yours, and accusative case is you. In case of third person pronouns, we have mostly genders, like he, she, it. So nominative case, masculine is he, but its feminine is she. And if we want to talk about a neuter gender, then we mostly use it or they. In case of possessive case, we have masculine his, feminine her or hers, and its neutral gender is its, their, or theirs. In accusative case, we have masculine him, and its feminine gender is her, but in neuter gender it is mostly referred as it or them. Okay, so these are the forms of personal pronouns, and if we talk about impersonal pronouns, they seem to be stand for no noun. Like Um, it snows, it thunders, it rains. Now, in all these sentences, we see that it is impersonal pronoun. And rain, snows, and thunders, these are impersonal verbs because they are standing for no noun. Okay, so next is the reflexive pronoun. Now, when this word self is added to the pronouns like myself, yourself, herself, himself, so these are known as reflexive pronouns. They are also referred as compound personal pronouns. For example, I hurt myself, you hurt yourself, I saw myself, um, and the whole event. Now, if in this sentence, I saw myself the whole event, we can see that the word self is used in the middle of the sentence. So in these sentences, like if we have to now these emphatic pronouns also have the word self with them, but how can we identify whether a noun pronoun is reflexive or emphatic? Now let's see at the sentence. If the word self is pronouns with the self word like myself, yourself, himself are at the end of the sentence, they are mostly reflexive pronouns. But in the case of emphatic pronouns, these pronouns of self like myself, yourself, himself, herself, they are used immediately after a pronoun or a noun. For example, I myself saw him doing it. Now, in this sentence, myself is a emphatic pronoun. Let's see another example. They have got themselves to the mess. So, in this sentence, themselves is an emphatic pronoun because it is used in the middle of the sentence immediately after the pronoun I. Now, if we see another example, we often deceive ourselves. Now, in this sentence, the ourselves is a reflexive pronoun because it is used at the end of the sentence. Okay, so let's talk about the demonstrative and demonstrative pronouns. Now, in these pronouns, we have mostly words like this, that, like they are mostly known as demonstrative adjectives when they are used with nouns. Like this book is mine, that pen is yours, these books are mine, those pens are yours. So that, these, those, this, that, these, those, and this. These are mostly known as demonstrative pronouns because they demonstrate or point out towards something, towards the object. Okay. Uh, if we talk about indefinite pronouns, mostly they have words, they are indefinite, means um, they are generalized, like they are generalized. We don't know whom the addressee is. Like one hardly knows about the incident. One must mind his own business. So in these sentences, one is referred as a indefinite pronoun. Like none of the person received the reward. So here none is referred as indefinite pronoun. So in this way, indefinite pronouns are used. Like words like all, some, nobody, everybody, somebody, one. These are all indefinite pronouns because we don't know the addressee. Okay, let's talk about distributive pronouns. Now, as the word we see distributive, they are they are distributive pronouns because they refer to a person or thing one at a time. They distribute in sense. For example, each of the boy get the pizza. Each took it turns. Neither of the accusation is true. Now, in these sentences, we can see that each and neither. They are distributive pronouns. They point out one person, one thing at a single time. Like, each of the men received the reward. Either of you can go. Now, in these sentences, we can see that each, either, neither, they are referred as distributive pronouns. Okay, so let's see what are these relative pronouns. Now, they have relative pronouns are those that have a relation with the noun used in the sentence. For example, um, I met Tom, who had just returned. Now, in this sentence, who serves as a relative pronoun because who is directly talking about Tom. So they have a direct relation with noun, and words, WH words like who, which, that, and are mostly used in relative pronouns. Like, I have found the book which I had lost earlier. So in this sentence, which is a relative pronoun. They are also known as uh, conjunctive pronoun because they serve a dual function. They join the sentences and they have a direct relation with noun. So they are known as they are known as a relative pronoun. Now these relative pronouns have also cases like nominative case, genitive case, and accusative case. Now in nominative case we have um, singular and plural. They are same, like who. Genitive case we use whose, and in accusative case we use who or whom. For example, this is a boy who works hard. Now it is a nominative case. Now, let's consider a genitive case. These are the boys whose exercises are done well. Now, whose serve as a genitive case, and uh, consider the accusative example of accusative case. These are the boys whom all praises are done. So, in this sentence, whom serves as a accusative case. Okay. So let's see what are these compound um, relative pronouns. These are the pronouns formed by adding ever so, so ever to whom, which, or what. Means whatsoever, whomsoever, whosoever, whichsoever, whichever is not a word. Whichever, whatever, whatsoever, whosoever, whoever. For example, who we are not responsible for the students whatsoever happens. So whatsoever here is a compound relative pronoun. um, Whoever comes in the party is welcome. So whoever is used as a compound relative pronoun here in this sentence. Now let's talk about interrogative pronouns. Now, consider these sentences um, like who are you? Who is there? Whose book is this? Which is this house? What is the matter? Now, in these all sentences, who, whose, which, what, these are all interrogative pronouns because they ask question. They are used for asking questions, so they are known as relative and they are known as interrogative pronouns. And in this they are used when they are in case of relative pronoun, the same words are used but they have a direct relation with noun, and they serve as a dual function, which we have already discussed. Now, if we talk about exclamatory pronouns, we see that exclamation mark is used with them. For example, what, still here? I thought you had gone home. So in this sentence, we see that exclamation mark is used with what and still here, so they are known as exclamatory pronoun. So that is the part 1 of pronouns. We will discuss examples in the next video. So thank you so much.